Well, when you say it like
So
that, it's
listen, canola oil is definitely not what you want to put on that, William, okay? Not your best choice.
Hindsight's 2020. What were you saying, Miles?
I don't remember anymore. I suppose what maybe we roll dice.
Yeah. Oh,
So yeah, where we left last time, I think you remember you had plummeted down to the bottom of this pit. You were in this massive caldera of dark and murky water.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
The
and
root.
the root.
Carry on. I'm so sorry.
you climbed up onto the rocky shore and found your way along. Yes, to you have made this so.
What's your idea? I just heard it in such a way. You are the one describing our situation.
Yeah. Okay. Brooke made it clear to me that the description I gave for this sort of dark and demonic looking root was a little bit dirtier than I intended it to be. I also
Is it on
reactions from that in the video afterwards.
Oh,
Did you write down the description, Heather? Could you read it?
well,
Yes.
they're purple and covered in black veins is what I wrote down. I'm like, wait.
Veins that are pulsing.
Yes.
And as soon as whoever touched it, it stiffened and disappeared.
Yes. Thick purple roots that are covered in black pulsing veins that are undulating in darkness. And the moment that lays hands upon them, he is stricken with damage. They become rigid and retract quickly into the darkness. That was the description I gave. And at the time, no, not dirty at all. In my head, I'm like, okay, how dark and mysterious can I make this? Not how it came out, folks.
I was sitting here listening, going,
Miles, I didn't take it dirty at all until like you said it just now.
Yeah, Brooks said the same thing we were. She took it just as dirty as the rest of us.
Well, so congratulations.
Kiddo, he's describing an eggplant.
I don't know if she knows that she's muted, but she's muted.
Yeah, forced. Yeah, so you were left at the edge of the shadows, watching this thing retract off into the darkness. And with Lord Dadu's 120 feet of dark vision, he can see it disappear well off into the darkness, but then it sort of snakes further out beyond his sight.
So it's cold.
Huh?
So it's cold where we are?
It is.
Okay.
Not like frigid cold, but like think like a cave, a cavern, something like that. It's sort of dank, and it hasn't been warmed by the sun in ever.
Okay.
So what
You
kind
know
of
why I asked if it's cold? Miles?
here is really just what kind of humidity might be trapped.
Okay. Cold always causes shrinkage, right?
yep. I'm sorry.
Sure does. Anywho, question: when Ymir was stricken with the damage from this thing,
Yes,
didn't it knock him back like 10 feet?
it did.
Powerful hit. So at this time, there's no real danger around us that we can sense, right?
There's nothing, like, as far as you can see in any direction, there is no danger. You don't like, there's no ominous feeling that's creeping up on you. I don't think any of you have like detect good and evil or anything like that going on right now, but Yeah, as far as you're aware, there's nothing that looks of any threat.
Okay, I think at this well,
What was that, Blake?
I did cast that when we first got down here.
Okay, yeah, then yeah, you're not detecting anything like that. Everything here is like copacetic.
What is this in the screen? Oh, okay.
I'd like to go over and help Ymir to his feet. And then at that I'm actually going to offer him the Sunblade.
Oh wow.
So Ymir, I picked up this, well, maybe I acquired a weapon that won't really do me a whole lot of good. It may have some benefit to you, especially if you're going to not follow what I tell you and stay in the cart. If you're just going to keep running up against things, perhaps maybe something a bit stronger than the axe might be in order. And at that, I'm going to hold out the Sunblade to him and ask, would you like this weapon?
And I would respond,
Do I need
honestly,
to roll anything for that?
What, to offer it to him? Or
Yeah, to offer it or say that to him. I'm not trying to lie to him.
no, you're not trying to lie to him at all. So I mean, you're just being genuine. If you wanted to roll something, like you could try and roll I guess a persuasion, but that's only if you're really like right now it sounds to me like you are offering the weapon to him, not you are saying, please take it from me. So then I don't think you really need to make a roll.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would that be something you're interested in?
if I just stay in the cart, I can't protect the rest of you. And that's something that I pride my. Ooh, what is this?
Mhm.
I reach out. Do you stop me from taking it?
No?
I reach out, I put my hand on it, I hold it up and go, all right, it feels interesting. I pull a Luke Skywalker and I do this.
It's a good
What
thing
is it?
that doesn't come out until you're attuned.
Yeah, I don't know. Do I know? I should be able to tell him that it requires attunement, right?
Yeah.
It does require attunement, which in this case means you need to hold on to it until after you've completed a short rest.
Speaking
I can
of-
do that.
I will also tell you that while I had it in my hand and everything, I did have a slight uneasy feeling. Not really sure what that's about, but I'd let you know. But also in that, I want to tell you, in the last encounter we had, you're the one who got his butt kicked. The rest of us didn't go near it, and none of us got hurt. Just saying, maybe staying in the cart would be a good thing.
Yes, but the big bad thing ran away, and if he hadn't run away, I'd have taken his ass.
I'm really happy that you think that. It's important to believe in yourself.
Because the microphone was on the other side of me.
I believe in Torch's leadership.
Did I hear you say something about a rest?
Short rest.
So should we do that? Aren't we all like beat the fuck up?
Yes.
No. But he's beat the F up. The rest of us should be fine.
No, I'm at 15 out of 38.
Oh yeah, that's right. You guys did. Yeah, but you guys didn't take damage directly from it. I didn't take damage.
So you can keep watch then, thank you. And the rest of us.
I'm okay with that. My character only requires meditation
Great.
to heal up,
And the rest of us will take a nap.
and you can attune.
Lord Dotto, I very much appreciate this. Do you know what it actually does?
I can
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I can let you know that if you want to make an Arcana check. Ryan, since you're the one who found it, and you've had it this long, I'll even let you do it with advantage.
Ooh. Yay, Arcana.
And then I got a
something
question
else.
for you, Miles.
What's that?
Any issues when I take this from him?
Nope.
So there's a 19 to your Arcana check.
Awesome. Yeah, then you have a very solid idea of what the Sunblade is.
So this thing is essentially it's a beam of light that you can use as a long or short sword. It also will work as a fantastic flashlight down here.
And I just linked in the Zoom chat the link to the item.
You only said that to Ryan, I think.
No, did I? Oh, I did. Sorry.
You did.
That's what happens. There we are. There.
That's why I'm the DM then.
It is why she is the D. It is the other M also stands for moderator.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's
You
a very
can-
good sword, William.
You can close that jaw, my short friend. Just try not to die. I really would hate to have to kill you just to get the job done.
I appreciate that.
Well,
Wait, I'm sorry, that was a lie.
Wait, I'm sorry.
I wouldn't want to carry around your dead body afterwards. It's more like that. But I do want you to know something from my heart, and it goes like this. Should you perish, I'm taking back the blade.
yeah, actually, it very much is Thundar the Barbarian's sword. And also 2 big thumbs up for remembering Thundar the Barbarian.
I'm not old, I'm aged.
You're old. Let's just call it what it is.
Hey, is anything gonna happen to us while we're resting?
That is an appropriate question.
Miles,
Ma'am?
as hard as Amir can possibly think, at the very back of my head, we're going to mess some things up with this, aren't we, buddy?
Oh, yeah.
You have a list of
I have
calamities.
random encounter kit tables, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I just use my imagination.
Well, I do that too occasionally, but sometimes it's fun to randomize because then even I can't control whether or not you win.
You have
You're
to
asleep
roll
anyway.
or sorry.
Rolled
It's great. The one keeping watch has devil's sight. I can see it all.
okay.
I got you. Y'all take your naps.
So if we're taking a short rest,
So that's the
Make
thing.
sure to hold on to that thing.
If you were taking a short rest, then you don't even need to take a nap. A short rest is like an hour. That's just you like eat a granola bar and like kick the rocks out of your shoes. A long rest is what's going to get you the ability to go and like roll one of your hit die so that you can get some hit points back. You can get your spells back, things like that.
Yeah, I think we should do a long rest.
A long rest is 6 hours.
And
No.
then we were there in the middle of the night, right?
Yeah, because you got to the night market right after midnight. So 6 hours would put you at just about dawn.
on the app, do you guys remember where we find short rest and long rest?
There's a campfire under conditions.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So what does the group decide? Actually, no, screw that. What does Torch decide?
Yeah, we're good with long rest. That's fine.
Do my page for me?
Yes, I can do your page for you. Yours is over here.
I feel like I'm not going to die. I don't know why.
It just has a short and long rest button up at the top, Davey. That's cool.
Long
And
rest.
since we're on video, I'm going to say this. Brooke has the coolest t-shirt.
It actually
That's like
is not my
Goonies?
shirt, though.
Oh, careful.
Oh,
It's not mine. I
It is
still
the coolest t-shirt. Although Miles is pretty cool too, the MTV one with the spider.
Yeah, Goonies wins though.
yeah, but Goonies wins.
Oh yeah.
Never say die. Ryan, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, when we were asking for names for this group of adventurers, why did nobody suggest the Goonies and we went with the Fantastic Four?
There were 4 of us at the time.
wow.
Are you saying you think the Fantastic Four are cooler than the Goonies?
Goonies are a bunch of good, wholesome,
Natured.
small town kids. And we don't qualify for any of those.
I don't know. You also had Sloth. William, you count for Sloth.
Wait, what?
oh, hey, you guys.
What are you talking about?
The
Sad
Goonies.
part is I can't
Yeah.
I would jump on the pirate ship. I
Oh yeah, and then you and me, we could eat Rocky Road.
man, now I want the road.
I've always told
Um,
people Goonies is one of my 3 movies I say people have had to watch in order to be considered an okay human.
Uh-oh.
It's a short list.
Ryan,
That's me.
since that is the one that's doing watch overnight, I need you to make a perception check for me. Yeah, it did. It doesn't give you more hit points, it just refills them.
Oh, my hit point, yeah. 28 out of 28.
Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, because
With-
this page hasn't updated here.
With
This
Devil,
is
do I get an advantage on this or not?
There's an update button by all of our characters.
Maybe that's what I need.
at the risk of distracting you, Ryan, Kelly, Heather.
No.
For this long rest, I'm gonna go ahead and take off my armor and my weapons and place them next to me.
You are gonna hold on to the blade, right? That's how you attune. to
Oh
it.
yeah, that's on me. That no questions.
Okay, great. So he's getting down to his skivvies. That's definitely distracting to people. So Miles, did you hear my question?
No, I'm sorry. I was trying to fix something over here.
That's okay. I was wondering, with Devil Sight, do I get advantage on this or not?
Yeah.
On the perception roll?
No, I won't say you get advantage. It's just if you didn't have it, you get disadvantage because it's dark. It doesn't give you like extra ability to see as much as it gives you the ability to see things around you that other people wouldn't be able to. Okay, 13.
Gonna go put Lily to bed
Okay,
and possibly others.
I'll come help. 13 though.
Take your gummies, please.
13, and you are going to detect. It sounds like almost like a rustling, like leaves. Let's see, what is your, where is he? Dadu. Your passive.
If I use my inspiration to re-roll that, I have to take whatever that one gives me, doesn't it? Don't I?
You do. However, your passive perception is a 16. So you could opt to just take your passive perception instead.
I'm gonna do that. That makes way more sense.
Okay, I'd allow that in this case, because really what it is you're on watch. So your passive perception with a 16, you hear that same rustling sound like leaves like blowing in the wind. You look around all the way around you, and I mean, you are both aware that it is just darkness in every direction, and also you can see through it plainly. But it doesn't make it any less obvious to you what you're looking at. As you see a little orb, maybe about the size of a golf ball, rolls out of the edge of the darkness along the bank of the water and directly in front of you, about maybe 8 to 10 inches away from your boot. And it's green. And it's wrapped in foil.
Ooh.
And then I need you to make a will save.
Oh, what?
A will save? Or like a wisdom save, sorry. Still default to third edition.
I'm gonna reroll that. I'm not taking in that one.
You're gonna use that inspiration for this roll.
Yes. I will take that one over the net one.
That is way better. Nat 1 on a whiz save. That'd have been fun.
That's how you get mind controlled.
So with a 13 in wisdom in your wisdom save, you see this thing roll over, and for a moment you're really just sort of taken by it. Like it doesn't make sense that it's here. It's totally out of place. You spend a moment just sort of considering it. It looks like some sort of a fancy chocolate or candy that you might find in one of the bigger cities, wrapped in brightly colored foil and tinged with gold. And you almost want to pick it up. You can feel the want to grab it, but you also have this thought in the back of your head, like, why is this even here? And then you hear more rustling. And then in rolls a yellow one, and then a red one, and then a blue one. Ryan, Dadu's passive insight is 13. I can take that for this roll, or you can roll insight.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll for it.
Okay.
It's not much worse.
You know, it could be a lot worse. It's confusing, but not alarming to you, is really how it's coming across. Like, why is this here? This doesn't make any sense, which is in itself unusual. And that's what you're getting out of this. This insight read is off of yourself, because now you realize that you're acting odd. Why would you even give a damn about these things? Why is anything that's rolling out of the darkness anything but a threat to you, like it always has been? But it doesn't feel like one. And then you remember green, yellow, and red, and blue rolled out of the darkness to the edge of your circle of light, in between the pass before you hit werewolf country.
We were smart enough not to pick him up then.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna pick him up now. I am, however, going to move at least 5 feet away from the one that rolled up next to me. Does that by chance put William in danger? Just look at his face. Just look at his face.
So I think that really depends on whether or not Emir fell asleep close to Dadu.
I wouldn't actually do that to you. That's hilarious. You find it.
I really love the headcanon of Dadu going, nope. Just scooting 6 inches to the left and going, yeah, there you go, buddy.
Are you kidding?
I'm gonna move, but just as long as it's not gonna endanger one of my compadres who were sleeping here. All right.
Yeah, just 1 minute.
You want to go take care of the kiddos?
Yeah, let me finish up what I was doing with you, and then yes, I do.
Okay, what else are we doing?
So, as you scoot away from these things, you can see the trail that it's left in the dirt that's piled up on the shore, and it goes off into the darkness and sort of curves in the same direction that big root vine thing was going. You're the only person awake to see this.
How much longer do they need them to rest?
At this point, we'll call it, this is mid rest for them, so another 3 hours.
All right, I'm not going to follow it into the dark.
Okay.
I am, however, going to make sure that none of them get anywhere close to my sleeping friends here.
Okay,
Where?
cool. Then I'm gonna go ahead and pause this for a minute, run off with them, and I'll be right back.
Excuse
Cool.
me?
Oh yeah, there it is.
Gregor. Anyway, yeah. So you decided you're gonna scoot away from this thing. Are you?
Yeah, I'm going to scoot away, still keeping guard to make sure that it's not getting any closer to any of my sleeping friends here.
Mm-hmm. No, they seem to just be sort of settled into the shore where they're at.
While you guys were away, I read the folks what I had in my notes about this.
Mhm.
It wasn't great, but since Brooke wasn't here, I feel like it would not be fair if I didn't share it. So I have celestial, yellow, red, green, blue packages. We hear bells when it's near. Ymir hit it or tried to hit it. And then I think that's when it left us, and it left peppermint candies all along the path. They're hard. And then we went through the rocky pass and found the surface. So
That's right. So that's a good question, Ryan. What are you doing? Like, you're the only one that's awake right now.
I'm keeping watch. I'm keeping an eye on those, as well as keeping kind of a distant idea of where they're coming from, and just trying to keep 360 awareness of everything around to make sure that nothing's coming near us.
Okay. I told you there are 3 hours left until the end of their rest. Either give me 3 perception checks or 1 perception check with disadvantage.
Because the passive perception's not cool enough.
that's so yesterday.
It's if I just use your passive perception, you might not hit it.
Screwed good and
All right, so
tattooed.
you said 3 separate perception checks or 1 with disadvantage?
Either 3 perception checks where you are just rolling a regular perception check, or 1 perception check with disadvantage.
So I'm gonna roll 3.
Okay. Okay.
Wow. It's like I rolled all the goodness out of this. Oh, look at that. I got 1 good one out of it.
There you go.
Wasn't a one.
No, I hit that earlier.
They happen again.
So in the first hour, you're watching and waiting in the silence, and nothing seems to happen. Another hour goes by, and you're getting to the point where you're fairly certain that everything is safe now. And then another hour goes by, and it's right before where you would imagine your friends are going to wake up. And you breathe a sigh of relief that it didn't get worse than it had to without them. And when you look back over to where your friends are, they are surrounded by colored spheres.
Oh. Lovely. Clearly I failed on the job. All right, so is there a path to each one of them that I can make, that I can get to?
Oh yeah, easily. Yeah, it's not like
Okay,
it's not like the entire place is like littered with them. It's that they're sort of like around them like a silhouette.
so I'm going to go over to each one of them gently to wake them up now that the rest time is over and tell them, hey, gear up because this could be bad. And I'm going to explain the spheres to all of them and tell them, remember the past before the werewolf fight.
Oh, what?
Except to Brooke, I'm gonna say, look, we got a whole bunch of colorful, not good orb things here, and this could be bad. Don't touch them.
Got it.
You were supposed to be on watch. What did you do?
He
I'm
fell
sorry,
asleep.
all I heard wah 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 wah. I needed to sleep, Lord Dad knew.
Grumble, grumble, grape, grape. Get my armor on. Grape, grape. Grumble, grumble.
So you're all
Oh, by the way, all of these came from that area over there, which is the same area where the thick purple and black pulsing vine retreated to. We could probably make our way that way if we truly wanted to.
So what's the plan, gang? You're surrounded on all
George,
sides by these tiny candies. Think Ferrero Rochers.
Yes.
Demonic Ferrero Rocher.
I always knew these things were bad for me.
It's the dark chocolate.
Boss, what's the play?
Yeah, I don't know, right? Let me start touching them and see if they play nice or what. We don't even know what they are.
May I suggest before we go that route, Ymir, you have something new, don't you?
I don't remember.
Perhaps now might be the time to, I don't know, light it up.
Oh, right. Promise you that's in character, by the way. As a young dwarf, I had a rod, an immovable rod. It was the best back scratcher you've ever come across. You just put it in the middle of the air. Anyway, it's not important. So, sure enough, with my armor on, my shield in place, I raise my hand. Is it a mental activation, Miles, or is it a magic word?
It is a solid hilt and guard. That the guard itself actually curves around and has a place for you to put your finger in to hold onto it. And when you grip it, after you've had it for at least one short rest period, it is just a mental connection to it that when you need that blade, it is there.
It is pure sunlight.
In my head, this is good news for both of us, buddy. And I mentally want the sword to activate. What color? That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm good now. What color?
Green.
That would be freaking appropriate, wouldn't it? Actually, the blade doesn't glow with a very particular light. It glows with the light of daylight. And it illuminates a sphere around you. I believe it's 35 feet.
It starts out as 15. He can use bonus actions to
That's
make it either grow or diminish 5 feet per round up to 30 feet.
Yeah, that's right. So you have a 15-foot sphere of daylight around you, and then 15 feet of dim light around that. When you ignite this sword, the darkness in this room around you retreats like paint peeling off of walls off into this hole in the corner. And you are left in this sort of, I don't know, horribly like racked and wrought rock face in every direction. Imagine lava rock, but it's scratched and scarred by deep cuts in every direction. And on one wall, it looks like it has been keeping track of time, one mark at a time.
What did we stumble upon?
What'd you say?
I said, what the fuck did we stumble upon?
I mean, we were all thinking it. She just said it.
Yep. That's fine.
There, I'll just put that over on this side now.
Ooh, big microphone.
It is. It's the big black professional microphone.
But it's blocking my view of running. Now it's blocking my view of that. Sorry. Okay.
This is what it is to be tech support.
Okay,
hear
do
me?
we do like a,
My mouse isn't clicking. Oh, now it's clicking too much. Now it's clicking too little. You know what? I didn't use a mouse before. Can I have a trackpad?
so should we do like a detect magic or something?
Oh, you can definitely try. That's a thing if you have the spell.
I'm just throwing out an idea. I don't know what all your spells are, folks. Or do we want to try to get the hell out?
So
I vote for that.
George, what do you think?
Hmm.
Do we follow the path toward the darkness? Where I said these things look like they came from, or what do you want to do?
We don't have to follow them. Aren't they all surrounded it? Like, we haven't tried anything with them yet.
We have not tried anything with them yet.
I'm like, don't you have to? I'm like, Flame has detect good or evil, right? But we already know it's evil. We're just assuming it's evil.
Ooh.
We have a good indication that it's bad.
So
Are we good to just run away? We just want to run away.
Yes, I think we do.
We just run away. We headed
down
towards the
Brian.
shore then?
I mean, I think we should head toward the hole where these things came from, / where the vine retreated from, because that's the only other place around here. And with William's sword casting daylight, in theory, we'll be able to see where we're going just fine.
And whatever comes for us.
So we think that's the way out? Or we're going after the creepy thing?
To be clear, to reiterate where you're at right now, the only other known entrance or exit is the pipe you came down. There was no other entrance or exit you have found. So you would have to find a way to either get back up that pipe somehow with the running water that's coming down it, or go through the open, dark place that you know. Or I suppose the one thing you haven't done is tried to dive to the bottom of the caldera and see if there's anything in the water.
I don't think anybody should do that.
I agree.
Look, the DM didn't smile anywhere in there. I'm just giving you options.
Boss.
We
on the
All
walk
right,
in
into the darkness we go.
Let's do it.
and as soon as she says that, Amir immediately just starts walking towards the darkness with the sword out in front of him. No hesitation whatsoever.
hello, darkness, my old friend.
I'm gonna follow him.
My new sword will win again.
So in order to travel into this opening, you're going to have to go in single file. So who's going in front? Okay. Then who is bringing up the rear? You?
I will.
Okay.
Yep.
Makes sense. You have the biggest field of vision. Okay.
Just for fun. So it's me. Who's after me?
We're going in a straight line. Who comes right after William?
Oh. I don't know.
William's the one with the lights. Now,
How big is the hole? Can we stand up in the hole?
you can stand, like, it's not a
like a
hole, it's like
tunnel?
it's an opening in the wall. Like, think not a doorway. Like, imagine if a wrecking ball hit a brick wall and then it crumbled away and there was dirt underneath and something dug through that. That's kind of what you're looking at right now.
So it's like a tunnel?
Sure.
No,
Close enough.
it's a tunnel. Okay, but we can all stand up.
Correct. But you have to go in single file.
Mm.
So William has daylight, so he's going in front. Daddy's going in back because he's got the longest field of vision in both directions.
Oh, okay, so we're just picking who goes in the middle?
Who goes in the middle? And William is asked who's going to go specifically behind him.
Oh, I think somebody who's a really strong fighter or has good spells, right?
Maybe. Or if you were up there, it'd give you an advantage, or well, him an advantage, because then you'd be able to detect traps.
Okay. I have that spell.
It's not a spell, it's just an ability that you have.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go second.
Okay. There you go, William.
Okay. Who's after Brooke?
I'll go third.
Kelly's in the middle.
Okay.
And then Heather, and then Ryan. Awesome. Love it. Okay, so William, you enter into the darkness. And as you go in, it is still like your daylight is piercing the darkness, but you can tell that there is non-magical, non-creepy darkness in here as well. It is
Okay.
just sort of fluttering at the edges of your light. But there is definitely something out in the pitch black far beyond that seems to be clinging to the walls. And you can see it sort of oozing its way along, sort of inching its way back from the light.
I start singing a Dwarvish folktale.
Make a performance check.
Come on.
Hot. All right. So you sing a dwarven folk tale into the darkness.
Absolutely.
Okay. It is echoing in this chamber, just sort of ringing off of the walls as you're singing. The confined space makes it sort of almost thrum with your voice.
Okay.
Can I pull out my lyre and play along?
You can.
Okay. Do I have to roll too?
Make a performance check.
You can't let a feller sing without there being some accompaniment. Where's that? There. Oh, there you are. Okay. Performance. Sorry, I'm blind. Here it is. There you are. Yay.
Nice.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, so you strike the strings on your lyre and they erupt in little blue sparks. And you can see the daylight in William's sword plume for a moment, and it goes from 15 to 30 feet and then back down, almost like you increase the gas on a lantern. And something deep in that hole, you can see its eyes glint in the light for a moment.
No thanks.
The hole I'm heading into, right?
Correct.
You're like the seven dwarfs whistling while we work down a tunnel with eyes.
You know, there isn't anything down there that seems to be reacting to your song, William. It is only reacting to the light.
Okay.
But the light shines brighter with the song. No?
It's shined brighter when Heather hit her lyre.
Ah.
Heather, see what happens if you keep playing.
I will keep playing.
Torch, I got a target. Game on.
You're just gonna shoot at the eyes?
Ooh, you want to take it out?
I'm asking what you think.
Hmm.
I'm gonna take the first shot, not knowing what it is. That seems historically accurate for us.
Ooh, I have a question.
Yes.
Being that I grew up in this city.
Yeah.
Would I have heard like myths or legends about something creepy living in below the sewers?
Good call.
Let me think.
I've read a lot of books.
I like the way you think.
I like Heather's answer better.
I would say yes, but this is some really obscure knowledge, so you'd have to roll with disadvantage.
Okay, I'm just curious if I would have heard of just like a myth or something
Yeah, let's see
that
here.
I maybe like passed off as an old wives' tale, but.
Do
Surprise.
you mind if I do you mind if I share an insight, maybe?
Okay,
Not everybody's heard about alligators in the sewer,
right.
but at the same time, a lot of people have.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree with Miles. He does have a point.
Yeah.
However, I mean, that was a really good idea. So
Yeah, it was.
and River strikes me as the kind of curious person that would want to sit in a tavern and listen to all the stories.
She's well read.
Hiding up in the rafters listening to the stories.
Fair enough.
Gotta work on that stealth at some point.
I'll let you pick which one. You can
Okay.
either pick Arcana or History. And you're going to be rolling with disadvantage, but I am going to give you an inspiration point for choosing to do this.
Oh, yay. Okay, y'all, what do you think? Would this be Arcana or History?
It really falls into either because
Mm.
this thing is something that is non-common. So it falls into the arcane era, but also it's something that would tell you about something that happened in the city, which falls more under history.
Which seems like something I would have more.
Do you have an advantage
What do
on
you have-
either one of
what do you-
them?
Yeah. Which one do you have a bigger bonus on?
They're
They're
both
the
plus 2.
I would say Arcana then, personally.
Okay.
Yeah, Arcana and History are both intelligence based, so they have the
There.
same bonus.
You look like you have an idea.
But based on your character, would you be listening to wizards or would you be listening to the old fogies talking about?
Right. That's why I'm thinking like history makes more sense. Like it would be something that I overheard hiding in the rafters of the tavern or whatever.
Okay, then let's make that roll.
Off. That was a nat 20.
That was a nat 20
Oh,
because it was with disadvantage.
Fucking hell.
But you do have an inspiration point, so we can re-roll that if you want.
The whole thing.
It would re-roll the whole thing.
at disadvantage again.
Disadvantage again, without knowing whether or not an 8 is helpful.
Rolled a nat 20 and I can't use it. That sucks.
The damn shame.
Okay, I think I'm gonna roll again.
Okay. You're shitting me. You are shitting me.
That's the universe speaking.
Still better. It's 3 more points than what I had, so. I think if I got 2 nat 20s in a row, I should get something.
Use the DMM after all.
I'm gonna point out that technically they weren't in a row. The 9 was between them. However, I like the way you thought of it, though.
Okay, so yes, it was you did lose the 20s on both of those rolls, but I also want to draw attention to the fact that you rolled a 6 and then a 9.
Yep, I'll take it. Does an 11 get me anything?
11 does get you something.
Would 8 have gotten me anything?
8 would have gotten you something, but not much.
Not much. Okay.
A 10 is what is considered base level success.
Yeah.
So 10 means, yeah, you did it. Barely.
Okay, so what do I know about this?
You know that there was something that you used to hear about as a kid, about the boogeyman. This thing that lived in the shadows that was supposed to be haunting people's dreams until the Archmage slayed it.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay, I tell the group all of that.
Then all of you would see this. Torch, you need to give me a direct order not to attack, because that right there.
No, go ahead, attack.
So here's the thing, Flag. Before you go any further, I'm doing this for you the players, not you the characters. You can choose to do whatever you want to do here. But this is important because the moment that River says that, all of your characters would remember that that's the thing you had to fight to save Silvertongue Farms.
Was the Archmage?
No.
Boogeyman.
They referred to it then as the Boogeyman, the Lord of Nightmares, the thing in the dark.
Oh.
Yeah, but we killed it.
Full disclosure.
Are you sure you want to?
What'd you say?
But did you?
Are you sure you want to just blindly try to attack that?
I think we should just keep going with our light and see what happens.
I agree with River.
Go past it without fighting it.
Also, one thing that I just want to point out, Ymir, I know, but we are all in a straight line right now. It's going to be difficult for us to all attack, so you'd kind of be on your own, I feel like.
Once we are kind of entering the mouth of this tunnel area, are we still surrounded by the orbs?
No, they were just all littered about on the shore out there. Like, it's not like they were following you.
So we don't need to be in a straight line anymore.
No, this corridor is
okay.
tight enough that you do. That's what I was saying, is that
Okay.
like this particular sort of tunnel that you're in is really wide enough that you could stand like in a line. You could probably lean and look around each other, okay, but there's not enough room that you could really maneuver.
Great, now I feel claustrophobic.
Oh no.
Why do you think I was trying to get out of here?
Plus,
Yeah,
like that
Get
is
out of
right
here
behind
without
me. I don't
fighting the
wanna
creepy thing
know
in
what's going on.
headquarters.
What was that, Heaven?
Dadu, you would be the only person that has enough dark vision to get far enough down in that hole. Make me a perception check.
I quit. Can't roll for squat.
Are we still able to help him?
Yeah, if you wanted to roll to assist on that, you can.
I would love that.
Yeah.
My passive perception is better than that
Um,
by a lot.
By a lot.
Yeah.
This is bullshit. This really is the
It is.
session of bullshit. I can't believe that you rolled in 2 different rolls a nat 20.
Yeah.
That is, you got robbed.
I mean,
And 69.
if you want to assist, or if I can take the passive, either one of them is going to be better than 9.
I mean, we got to screenshot this, right?
Yes.
Okay, wait, so Heather's gonna roll to help Dadu? I mean, Tonks is gonna roll. to help
Yeah.
Dadu.
Yeah, I can. Sure. Let me, it's perception, right?
Yep.
Whoop, whoop, roll to heaven.
Oops.
That is
There we
awesome.
go. That's much
Heather,
better.
in any actual physical in-person games, I kid you not, I'm just handing my dice to you.
It really
I don't
is the
know how to
rule
do
of
that.
every game table, though, that you should not have the DM roll your dice. Don't let the DM roll your dice. Don't roll the DM's dice. It's just bad luck all the way around.
But I don't have,
You don't?
I don't even have a computer over here.
I know.
I have to let you roll.
I know. You have to trust. See, I rolled 2 20s.
You did roll me 2 20s, thanks.
Mhm.
So anyway, now that Tonks helped Daddy, what?
Yeah, so Dadu, that'll push you over to a success. You see down at the deepest, darkest bottom place in this hole that there are these same sort of huge purple like vines that are almost moving like snakes, like constrictors in this deep pit down below. And they are all winding around and circling and snaring and piercing through that exact same thing that you faced in front of the farm. It looks like it is restrained and cannot move.
Ooh.
And the look it's giving you is the same look that you see on a fox that's caught in a trap. Like, I'm not backing down because I hope you'll pull the trigger.
So I'm gonna say I'm gonna be like, group, stop right here. William, I need you to bring that blade this way just a bit. Okay, I know we don't have a whole lot of room in here, but those vines that knocked you on your butt earlier, yeah, those look like they're constricting and or holding what we faced at the farm. And let's not forget, we did not win easily there. I don't know that we want to keep going down this path. I understand you love a good fight, Ymir, but we need to be careful on this one. Do we pursue this and possibly tear apart the things that are holding back something we don't want? I know I personally don't want to mess with. Or do we want to try to find a different way out of here? So I guess, Torch, I'm gonna put it to you.
There is no way out.
That's what she said.
There's an ominous
always-
whistling and the deep, foul stench of decay that pushes up like a foul wind out of the depths of the chasm that you have descended into. There is no freedom here. No escape.
That was the wrong thing to say to this group.
Is he being so he's being restrained by these vines?
Mm-hmm.
No, sorry,
Your
that was
character
not-
can't see that. That's what Dadu told you.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. I can see.
But I
Well,
would
if we head back the other way, I'd fly.
What do I roll to see if Dadu's lying to me?
recognize the boogeyman, right? Is that-
No, it's just sort of a myth. It's kind of like, even though you and I have heard of the tooth fairy a billion times as adults,
Right. Okay.
if we saw it, we wouldn't fucking know what it looked like.
Miles? What would I roll to see if Dad is lying to me?
Insight.
And doesn't that have to go against my deception?
It does. Unless, of course, you're telling the truth, in which case it goes against your persuasion.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, I am in fact telling the truth, so there's my persuasion.
Well, William, that's a nat 20 that he rolled, so you're pretty damn convinced that Dadu is, for once in the entirety of your experience with him, being 100% honest.
Yeah, but
Well,
we're
roll
ignoring
anyway.
20, so I'm going to go ahead and ignore that one.
Oh,
Oh, my character's going to die.
I would dare to lie to Amir.
He has no reason to lie to him. That's the thing, is that Amir still wants to attack this thing.
Oh, okay, okay.
And then Dadu is now rolling an 18 in intimidation. Back
1, we're stronger. 2, and I hold it up. We're better armed. 3, there is no honor in fighting a victim
on.
that's held down. And I start to slice the vines that are on the side of the wall.
Strike me down,
3,
and I
you're
will
in
grow
front.
more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
Please, friend. Want to live.
Right? I thought it was Dadu the whole time trying to kill things without any reason.
I cut the vines.
Come for me.
It's literally telling you to come for it.
Right, but I
Look,
cut the
I-
vines.
I know
cut
you're gullible, and I know you're not exactly one to live, but some of us have other things to do.
I have a question. Is the voice coming from the boogeyman or the vines?
It is coming from every direction all around you. So your character hasn't ever seen this thing before. The rest of them in this tunnel can't see it at all right now, except Ryan. But this thing is tall and slender and wears a dark black suit
Mhm.
and has a horse's skull as a head, and is enthroned and enrobed entirely in black smoke.
Okay, and the purple vines are holding that.
Mir, if you go toward that again, I'll hit you.
So what happened when I cut the vines?
They retracted back towards him.
Pissed it off. Maybe.
No, he pissed off the warden, the thing holding this thing back.
No
These
creature
vines
should be
are
imprisoned.
These vines are helping us. And what do you mean nobody should be in prison? You're a paladin. You're telling me if a mass murderer is on the loose and everything, it's okay to just let him keep going? Oh, nobody should imprison him?
Everyone has a code.
Is that what you're telling me?
Absolutely.
You want the
put in
Lord
slave.
of Nightmares to come out to kill everyone in the town? That's what you're
No,
telling
go
me.
kill it.
Oh, you want to kill both things?
We
Yeah.
tried last time. And
These are-
obviously, it lived.
Hey, that's not true.
It
She
lived
put a bolt in its
last
forehead
attack.
and it died.
And yet here it is.
Could there be more than one?
Hold.
Tonks, back me up here. Maybe it's that's his brother and he's just looking for revenge. We should kill him first anyway.
I'm not sure how I feel about it. I really don't know what our options are. And I feel like before we
It's 4 against 1, unless we're tackling you, stop cutting things.
normally I'd back you up, but we're in uncharted territory here.
Or to
We
put
don't
it
even know
a different
like
way,
this whole thing could be a monster. We could be inside one. We have
or
no
to
idea.
put it a different way, our group leader just told you, Ymir, to stop trying to hurt it.
Immediately after she said, go for it, charge.
And then the group decided don't.
So I'll stand here. I'll wait.
Okay, so what
Right,
are-
so are we just like slowly slinking past it? Don't mind us.
yeah.
Can
Well,
we see-
there's the only way that isn't towards this thing is back out the way you came.
I just start slinking towards it. My shoulders are kind of slumped. I'm kind of grumbling to myself.
As you
Bad
get
guy.
closer and closer, the vines continue to sort of inch further and further back until they're compacted up against this thing. And you can now, at this point, see it within 60 feet of your dark vision. You can see this thing at the bottom of this foul pit. It's not just completely surrounded by these things, but they are piercing it in and out of every possible way you could imagine, just pinning it down so it could not move. But with every movement you make, it continues to stare onward into your eyes, waiting.
So with that, Lord of Dad is going to say, look, you can all plainly see there's no other way out of this place here. We don't need to keep going forward because there's no way that we can get past that.
Right, so we could just backtrack, put a boulder in front of the hole and keep going.
I'm down with this idea.
Okay, when we were in the cavern, like we came down the pipe of the water, and there was there a lake?
Yeah,
There's
we
wa-
haven't tried to go swimming yet. We don't know what's in there.
Well, I think that's a terrible idea. Have you seen Harry Potter and the Deathly
Can't be
Hallows?
worse than face the.
Or the
It,
what's that,
it
Half-Blood
can't be
Prince?
worse.
We either
than
have to go
facing the Lord of
back
Light.
up the pipe or yeah, down the hole
Well,
with
but
the.
that's what I'm saying. Like, did we actually go all the way around the edges of the cavern and confirm that there's no other way out, like a secret hidden passage or something?
No, we have not. We got to see the outside or what looked like a bunch of scraped up walls, but I don't know that we've actually searched the entire cavern.
That's what I think. we should do.
Which I think is a great idea. Plus, we do have that water breathing spell. You could just give me that spell. I could dive to the bottom of the lake and see what's there.
That's true.
Ooh, I don't think you should.
Also, a better idea than going up against the Lord of Nightmares.
Debatable.
What reminds it?
Bragging rights at the end of the tunnel, mystery at the other end. I mean,
Lord of Nightmares already seems to be defeated as he cannot fight because of the vines, right? So let's try to. There's no reason to.
So we're going mystery.
Can we talk to this Lord of Nightmares guy and be like, hey,
Actually, yeah, since you are directly behind Amir, you are now close enough, just as close as Amir, to see this thing. It is just terrifying to look at.
yeah, okay, so can we be like, can we ask him? Maybe one of y'all could ask him, what the heck? You were dead. How are you here? So I didn't see that happen. Who's there?
With respect, my good friend River, I'm not interested in why he's here and not dead. I'm interested in not letting him go free.
I'm curious.
No, you go ahead.
I'm curious, like River. I'd like to know why they're here,
Like,
how they ended up here of all places. I think we should try and communicate it with it. What do you guys think?
Ask it a
right.
question with a persuasion check.
You can definitely try. Let's see here.
go road powers.
Yeah.
So, Kelly, you actually have the spell Charm Person,
Ooh, yes, I do.
which you can cast at a 3rd level, which would give you. No, I guess you don't need that.
oh, I can detect traps, right?
Yeah.
Can I see if the creepy dude in the vines are a trap?
You can. Let's see. yeah, if you just to finish this up, you do have Charm Person. If you wanted to use that, you could. They just have to make a Wisdom saving throw against your spell save DC, which is a 12.
All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and cast it and see if they'll tell us why they're here or how they got here.
Okay, sure. Then they need to make a Wisdom save.
We can't aid her to make that 12 higher, can we?
That's not a thing that you can aid. Okay, yeah. He makes your save.
So she can't.
But no, he makes that save. So yeah, you can still cast the spell multiple times in a day, but that one failed. It wasn't strong enough to get him.
Okay.
I'm
That
just
is
sort of
usually my luck.
I'm just looking over everybody's spells to see if people have options that they might have forgotten about.
I would like to detect traps. That's not a spell though. You said that's just an ability I have.
Yes, it is.
How do I do that? Do I have to roll something?
Whoa. Okay. Alex has a spell I didn't know that she had. That's not a bad thing. That's a great thing for you. I just wish I could have advised you to use it earlier. You have the spell Tongues. Do you know what Tongues does? Have you ever looked at that spell?
I think I did last time, but I don't remember what that did. Sorry.
Tongues allows you to speak and understand any spoken language.
Ooh.
Didn't we need to talk to somebody in a different language recently?
If she had been able to talk fluently in any other language, like for instance, anytime that y'all have heard Abyssal or anything like that, it would have made a whole bunch of other things become available to you. So it's one of those things that's like a super useful utility spell that you're not going to use constantly. And then River. No, you don't have anything in there for that.
No, I don't have a lot of spells.
No, you don't. I mean, but you're not meant to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you want to check for traps, that's fine. We can use your sleight of hand.
Heck yeah.
That's a 25. You cannot by that determine that there are any traps that are set that are holding this thing here. What you can tell though is that every one of these vines is it's organic, but it's not of this it's not a living thing, even though it's made from organic material. It's the kind of thing that you might see in like a necromancer's labyrinth, where instead of it, having you drop onto spikes, it eats you.
Okay, you said it's not living. Do you mean it's not sentient?
No, I mean like it doesn't have a pulse.
Well, plants don't have pulses, but they're living things.
Yes, I understand.
So is it a plant?
No.
What is it?
Exactly.
Are they all connected or are they independent of each other?
As far as you can tell, it looks like everything's connected. If you could make a nature check if you'd like to see if you can determine anything else about it. Wow.
Lovely.
It's a 21. Yeah. All right. Huh. I hadn't considered this before, but yeah, all right. You've grown up in the largest city in the world, the one that trains the most wizards in the world. I'm certain that at least once you probably would have run into somebody that had experienced planner travel, this thing doesn't come from your plane of existence.
Mm,
It's not from this world at all.
the viney things, not the horse head guy.
Well, both, but you were specifically
Right,
looking at the vines, yes. I think your friends could tell you that this thing isn't from this world.
Just, it definitely could have just been something.
Miles.
In the rafters of the
Mhm.
caverns or whatever.
Yeah.
Miles,
Yes.
the sunblade, the light that it produces, is it considered magical light or just regular light?
It's not considered magical. The weapon itself is considered a magical weapon, but the light itself is not magical.
Okay.
It does have the properties of the daylight spell, but the daylight spell is really just creating daylight.
Hmm.
So
Which is still non-magical light.
it's still non-magical light. You're just magically creating it. It's sort of like how casting darkness is magical darkness, where actual darkness is not magical.
Which means if I truly, truly wanted to force this group's hand, I could just cast darkness over the vines right above him, and nobody could see anything around him whatsoever. It also means those vines could come back out within 15 feet and not have to worry about his blade. Or I could just cast darkness on his head, and then I kill the blade completely. And the vines are everywhere again.
Oh man, all of a sudden we're seeing that E in the alignment stand out.
You did that. Is this you trying to convince Amir not to attack?
This is
He's
me
trying to-
telling Amir he will fail in the attempt.
Got it.
I will put out the sunblade if I have to. I gave it to him. I can take it away. It is not an option. Do you hear me, Ymir?
If you can convince Torch to tell me to put it away, I'll put it away.
Torch already said, let's investigate the mystery of the cavern, not go toward the thing.
Yeah, I volunteered to walk in to go in the pool.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I could.
So at this point, to remember logistics here, Dadu is at the back of the party. So if you are requesting Amir at the front of the party to leave, you will have to leave first.
That's fine. I can walk out of this cavern.
I'm just making sure that we're all aware, like you are technically now at the front of the line on the way out of the cavern.
Cool, I'm gonna.
We're
start
walking.
first
We're
Dadu
walking.
and Start pushing Torch and Tonks out of the. And I'm
Let's
gonna
go.
stop Here, and be like, come on.
Right, we could just leave Amir there to himself.
He's a light.
Yeah, like bring that light. We're going back over here.
Come on, friend.
And out of the cavern we go.
So you've now all come out of that hole, which is now swimming with darkness again. And you're now back into the main cavern. And I think that unless everyone wants to keep going, this is our time.
I'm sorry, I have to be a pumpkin. My husband has accepted a job where he's going to leave, so
Oh,
I
Don't
was
even apologize.
he's leaving, October 17th, and I won't see you again until December 7th. So good
No
times.
way.
Oh yeah, he's gone.
Yikes.
He's left before. We're used to it. He's miserable at his job right now, so I'd rather miss him than be around miserable Drew. So he now gets to
Yeah, man.
create exhibits for zoos all across the US. So
Neat.
I'm very excited for him.
I
The,
thought you
the
said
company he
awesome.
applied for, he's like, no, sorry, can't do it. That wasn't enough time with my wife. Came back and was like, we'll fly you home 4 times a year on our dime. And we're like, sold. So I at least guaranteed 6 times to see him a year on their dime. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm excited for him.
Heck yeah, that's badass.
But now I'm gonna spend time with him before he leaves for 3 months, 2 months at a time.
Yeah. Totally.
But I very much enjoy our time together
I mean, that part's
Of
and
course.
can't wait till next time.
Yeah,
Always a pleasure.
absolutely. Thanks for coming.
Yes. Take care, everyone.
Bye. So what do we got for experience this round? Who else do we?